All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom.
With the timeless
All praise, glory, honor goes to Yahweh Shem Yahushai for giving us this truth. Double honor to all the elders teaching on the four corners of the earth, teaching in truth and sincerity to you. I say shalom, Brother Khan from the set of the Lions of Judah, and my colleague.
Hey, shalom, it's Brother Yaradan.
Khan. So the title of this live stream, Salaki, the live stream is going to be titled "R. Kelly Trial, End Time Current Events. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready." Live class. All right. So, brother, you can show that video before we go into some precepts through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
All right, Khan, let me see. Let me go to this video. Share my screen, Salakia. Make sure I got the audio playing. All right.
Bring in ABC News contributor Brian Buckmeyer, host of the Law and Crime Network, who was able to watch the court hearing today on a video feed. Good to see you, Brian. It's already day one.
Yeah, Salakia. Let me mute my mic back.
Bring in ABC News contributor Brian Buckmeyer, host of the Law and Crime Network, who was able to watch the court hearing today on a video feed. Good to see you, Brian. It's already day one. We heard testimony from one of R. Kelly's accusers. What did she have to say?
Thank you, Lindsay. So yes, we did hear from one of the accusers of R. Kelly, Jane Doe number 4. We heard about how she met R. Kelly, that she actually was at his last trial where he was acquitted and bumped into him there on a number of occasions. She told us about how she lied that she was 19 rather than 16, and about how R. Kelly raped her and took her virginity after he found out that she lied about her age. She continued with the story of how she not only continued that relationship with R. Kelly, but also introduced him, to one of her friends. Talked about the relationship they had and the control that he had over her. Again, feeding into the prosecution's theory that this is an individual who's not only taking advantage of young girls, but controlling them in every way, shape, or form.
Did you get any sense of how her testimony may have landed with the jury?
I think extremely well. So for us watching the court, we can't see the jury at all. The way the video is set up is that we can see the accuser testifying, we can see the judge, we can see R. Kelly, we can see everyone. But we can hear what's going on in the courtroom, we can hear her words, and at least for those who are in the room that I'm with, that being other people from the media, we can hear how impassioned her words are, we can hear how hurt she was and how the act of raping her and taking her virginity in the way that she described would have affected anyone within earshot. So I think it landed very well with the jury and very well for the prosecution.
The prosecution had the chance to introduce its entire case today to the jury. What points did they highlight in particular?
So prior to going through each and every one of the Jane Does and how those allegations fit with things like bribery or keeping an individual captive and kidnapping or transmitting herpes to an underage girls, they started off by talking about what this case was and wasn't about. That it wasn't about R. Kelly's sexual preferences or an individual who likes to party, but it was about an individual who was committing the act of statutory rape and creating child pornography in the means of an enterprise of runners, producers, managers who understood who R. Kelly was, what he wanted, and how he wanted to be pleased, and they facilitated bringing these women to him, grooming them in a way that created this RICO Act, that created these Mann Act violations, and set the stage for what the witnesses would testify to.
We also heard from R. Kelly's attorney today, who portrayed the singer as the real victim here. What was her argument? Did you find that compelling?
So the argument is that this is buyer's remorse. It's the same thing that we heard in the trial of Harvey Weinstein or other people who we claim to say the fall from grace, people of power, who have the ability to attract people. A lot of these accusers are saying they bumped into him at a concert, at McDonald's, at his trial, and that his aura, persona attracted them. And so when they talk about him being a victim, they're trying to make it seem like they're out for money. They're doing this because they want to get closer to his fame, and that there's buyer's remorse in that after the relationship was ended and ended in a sour way, they are committing these acts of accusing him of these crimes. And he, in fact, is the victim here because these are consensual relationships, even though he's having multiple partners at a time, but he is the victim of their revenge.
Brian Buckmeyer, we thank you so much. Know that you'll stay on top of this trial for us.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos.
So as y'all see, R. Kelly, Salakia. As y'all see, R. Kelly is in a quite bit of trouble, man. All right. He got outstanding claims up against him, man. But you know the Bible, you know what I'm saying, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua teaches us that, you know what I'm saying, you have to be disciplined when it comes to women. All right. Hey, can you get that Deuteronomy 17:17? Baruch Shah.
It's the book of Deuteronomy. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 17 and verse 17, and it reads, neither shall he multiply wives to himself, that his heart turn not away. Neither shall he greatly multiply to himself silver and gold.
Right, so not saying that you can't have multiple wives, but it's just not wise. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly was a man of money. He had money, and he was a famous man. So at this point, women are pretty much throwing themselves at R. Kelly. All right, for different reasons, man. All right, you had this one that she actually came out and lied and said that that she told Kels that she was 19 years old. All right, so they're gonna use that against him, man. Get that again, King.
It say Deuteronomy 17 and 17, neither shall he multiply wives to himself, that his heart turn not away. Neither shall he greatly multiply him to himself silver and gold.
So yeah, man, R. Kelly had multiple women in his music videos, and you know the Most High showing us time and time again. You know, with King Solomon, man, Solomon had like what 700 wives, 400 concubines. You know, like you have to be smart. You have to use wisdom, man. All right, you have to use wisdom because those same women could be used up against you and to destroy your success, man. All right, if you cannot get Proverbs 31:3.
Shalom to the sister on the comment board. Now, why Yasharala? This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
Read that again.
Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings.
That's right, man. Because if you give your strength to a woman, especially not a woman that's in the truth, they're gonna be used against you, man. All right, that's one of the biggest tactics of Satan, to use a woman, and not just a woman. It could be a white woman. All right, Kels could have been in more trouble, man. Not saying he's innocent or guilty, but it's just this is what's the word I'm looking for? This is just an example how to not become a whoremonger, because when you have sexual lust, all right, you know when it exceeds, you could be in trouble for that. Okay, with the white man. Because the white man is the king of Babylon, so he could pick, if he want to pick you off and get you out the way, just like he doing to R. Kelly, just like he did to Bill Cosby, he could do that because you are at his fingertips. All right. You got something to add to that, Ken? Yeah, Khan, get that.
Shalakia, now I ain't have anything. Let me get this other precept. Share my screen once more. Hey, so Shalom, princess. Naara. All right. So this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lie with her shall die.
God.
Yeah, so that's playing upon tables, man. They say allegedly the little girl told him like she was 16. I mean, no, they say she told him she was 19. Then turns out she was 16. After I guess I don't know if they already had sex. I don't know, but she's supposed to have told him she was only 16, and they say he got mad and then raped her and took her virginity. You know, so yeah, if that's true, he's supposed to die.
God. That's what the scripture saying. R. Kelly is he's an Israelite, whether he knows it or not. So we gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, throughout the media, you heard about different sexual allegations. You know what I'm saying? That could possibly been true. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. Anybody that's partaking in that behavior is gonna happen, man. How many so-called Israelite men, all right, was taken to court for somebody lying and saying, what I'm saying, that particular person raped them. All right. This is like an inevitable thing. It continues to happen because that's one of the tools of Satan to destroy the black man. All right. You got women flaunting themselves, all right, in their beauty, man. All right. Rather it's like having brand new nice clothes and they got jewelry, their hair done, and they looking for men. All right. That's what these women are Luciferians in a way. All right, because they worship beauty. It's nothing wrong with a woman looking beautiful, but that beauty can be a adder, a poison of adder, you know what I'm saying? A death adder of poison. And you have to just be aware of that, man. So, what I'm saying? We're gonna move on to the next subject, the current events through the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Shah. You got it, Ken.
All right, Con. So this the whistleblower, the whistleblower Jason A. off of YouTube. He always going into end time current events. So here we got it. August 14th, 2021, biblical events around the world. All right, so we just gonna I more so want to just see the earthquakes and the fires, man. The earthquakes and the fires. There's other stuff going on, but that's the main focus: the earthquakes and the fires.
Change is happening on the North Shore. Officials.
No, hold on, Shalaki. I gotta turn my mic off while this play.
Something strange is happening on the North Shore. Officials in Peabody are now trying to get to the bottom of a series of mysterious booms. There have been a couple of earthquakes recorded in and around Peabody in recent weeks. Residents say the quakes, though, don't explain all of the noises.
Wild weather rages around the world. These pictures just a snapshot of what's happened within the last 48 hours alone. Now, a landmark UN climate report has delivered a confident and frightening verdict.
Do I think, the end of the world's coming? No, I don't.
Hey, Con. So what the scriptures say? Oh, it's there. So he said he don't think it's the end of the world. Hey, so this is the book of Psalms, chapter 49 and verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names, so-called Africa, so-called America. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the Babylonian man just said. He said, do I think it's the end of the world? Hell no. Because they expecting like whatever's happening, they so proud, they think they just gonna control and run the earth forever, man. Shalom, what they say, Azariah, Amaziah, Yahweh, Shalom. All right, so let me mute my camera and finish playing the video.
It's just a weird feeling.
And frightening verdict.
Do I think, the end of the world's coming? No, I don't. It's just a weird feeling.
And it's all across our globe. Extreme weather of seemingly biblical proportions, now a painful new normal.
Well, it's been a week of extreme weather conditions and weather-related disasters around the world.
The UN says this is a code red for humanity, and there is nowhere to hide.
In every region in the world, climate and weather extremes have changed.
As the world reacts to a landmark climate report, Greece is staring down the real-life impacts, facing its worst fire emergency in the country's modern history.
Dusk turns the sky from charcoal to an ominous blood red.
Vehicles tossing in the torrent. This terrifying eyewitness footage captured the scene in northern Turkey just days ago.
The Italian island of Sicily registered 48.8 degrees Celsius on Wednesday, which, if verified, would be the continent's highest temperature ever recorded. The latest heat wave is being caused by an anticyclone nicknamed Lucifer, moving up from Africa.
Hey, Khan, he say it's a what do you say, a hurricane or a typhoon or something coming from Africa, man, named Lucifer. So Ezekiel 28 talk about Lucifer, the king and the prince of Tyre and Sidon. All right, because he had that light on the left hand side. He was had the the world at the moment, which is the Fertile Crescent at the moment. He had that under his subjection and his rule. So it's no coincidence that you got a damn hurricane or a typhoon coming from the coast of Africa headed over this way, man. You know what I'm saying? Lucifer, because the overwhelming spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, the presence has rested and settled here upon the earth. That's why everything on fire. That's why it's chaotic. That's why people dying every day. When you in Chicago, I'm in Chicago, we look at the news every day, man. It seems like at least 5 people dying. 2 or 3, 1 or 2 people dying every day. It's getting outlandish. So what Yahweh Shai say, man, what if the fire was already kindled? What is that? Let me pull that up. You'll pull that up for me.
12:49.
You say what? Luke 12:49.
Yeah, come.
All right, man. It's the book of Luke. Hold on, my screen says Salaki. Let me shut my screen for edification purposes. It's the book of Luke, chapter 12, and verse 49. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. I am come to send fire on the earth. And what will I if it already be kindled? All right. So Yahweh Shai, man, he been ready to burn this place down when he was here, but he had to, not his will be done, but the Most High will be done. So, hey, he back now. He's back. He's back. He on his way back, and his spirit and his presence has rested and settled on this planet. That's why the Taliban killing people. That's why the other nations is trying to get in cahoots and get on Esau and destroy Babylon, man, because the Yahweh Shai, he around the corner, man. You say you got that precept out?
Yeah, come. Hebrews 12:29. I can read it too. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 29, and it reads, "For our God Yahweh is a consuming fire." So the Most High is gonna consume this place, man. All right. It's gonna be a lake of fire, man, and all the wicked are gonna be in that fire, man. All right. The earth is under cold red. They said it's not if they don't what did they say? They say in 30 years, if they don't fix the problems that's going on the earth, then everybody is going to cease to be on the earth, man.
Hey, that's what
all right. You got it.
That's what Yahweh Shai said when he say Salaki. What do you say? No, the Most High said he has shortened up the days. If it wasn't for the elect's sake, he would have like it wouldn't be no flesh left on earth. The so-called white man Esau would have like killed everybody, population control, trying to control the population and make everything so he could just benefit the elites. Just want to make it so they could benefit. So the Most High got to shorten the time. It ain't finna be no 30 years where everybody gonna be dead. You know, we ain't got no another 30 years. Exactly. You know, so that's why it's time to stay ready. So you ain't got to get ready. You know, that's the point of the thing. And I'm gonna finish a little bit of the video, and then I'm gonna jump into like prophecy, some precepts right fast. So let me mute my mic and finish out with the video.
Getting so
temperature ever recorded. The latest heat wave is being caused by an anticyclone nicknamed Lucifer moving up from Africa.
The Earth's climate is getting so hot that in about a decade, temperatures will likely exceed the level of warming that world leaders are trying to prevent.
Tiger from London comes here every year, and she's never known it like this.
Maybe climate change. I'm quite scared about that's the reason why, if I'm honest, because it's never really been quite as hot. I've been coming au pairing for about 3 years, and it's never been like this. It's quite scary.
Are you worried about the fires?
About the fires? Yeah. I think they're terrifying.
It feels like there was an explosion underground.
Tracy Valetti fears what'll happen the next time her house rattles.
We all have gas, and, we don't want to see anything, happen to what happened in the Merrimack Valley a while ago.
She and her neighbors keep hearing loud booms underneath their homes on Emerson Street in Peabody.
If something moves, it could snap a line, and now we're talking about what happened in Methuen and Lawrence.
But they have no idea what's causing the unnerving noises.
All these houses here are all on fieldstone foundations. And if it shakes enough, our house, are they going to just roll out from under our houses like marbles?
There could be an explanation for at least some of the bizarre sounds. 2 small earthquakes rattled the North Shore in recent weeks. The first one hit Peabody on July 25th. It measured a 1.4 on the Richter scale. Another slightly smaller earthquake hit the city just 10 days later. That one registered a magnitude of 1.2. And state emergency management.
All right, now, man. We don't know what these booms is, right? But we know we don't put nothing past the so-called white man Esau. I'm not putting nothing past that man. So them booms could be anything. He could be underground trying to do it himself, and he underground. He trying to like do things to cause the earth, to destroy the earth, because he hate the Most High. It's really as simple as that. He hate the Most High. He hate the other nations. He hate Israel. He hate the other Edomites. The so-called white man who run the world, like he has a childlike man state, man. In general, the Edomite race in general, man. So there's no telling what these booms is, man. Like utter destruction. That's why the Most High say he's going to destroy them that destroyed the earth. He's going to destroy them that destroyed the earth, man. So let me see, man. Like this is the book of 2nd Ezra. All right. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9 and verse 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. All right. Proving that it's a belief system. It's a doctrine that's going to preserve you. All right. Verse 8, shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. All right. So you want to be preserved, man. You want to believe, and you want the Most High to preserve you. So you want to beg for his forgiveness in these last days, man. And you want to pray this right here. All right. I got another precept right after this too. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 140 and verse 1. Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. All right, we all know who that evil man is. The sister said it. Now, why Yasharallah Esau, the so-called white man? All right, deliver me, O Lord, Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man. All right, because this man then raped, robbed, and murdered and destroyed the whole planet, God's green earth and God's chosen people, man. He's destroyed us mentally. He put a yoke of iron upon our neck till he destroyed us mentally, physically, spiritually. All right, but for the elect's sake, the Most High is preserving us select few, man, to prepare them for the said perils that's to come, man. All right, shall be preserved. 2nd Ezra 9:8 shall be preserved from the said perils. All right, that's imminent danger. That's serious and imminent, immediate danger coming, looming around the corner, and you want to be spared from that, man. All right. So one more precept. What I have. Man, you want to be prepared. You want to know what to ask the Most High for. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 17 and verse 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, man. Esau, the so-called white man, is the sword sent here to punish and judge and correct you 2/3, you Israelites, for going off. So the Most High is going to preserve and save and deliver and protect a certain amount of people from these calamities that's coming upon the earth, man. You know, you got them loud booms and them earthquakes, and you got the fires coming, and they talking about the fires ain't gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying, be put out or stopped, and then within the next 10 to 30 years, everybody on earth gonna be dead. So you want to be preserved and saved, man. So you gotta stay ready so you won't have to get ready. And how you gonna stay ready? Let me get this right fast. Y'all probably know what I want in Psalms. All right. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 4. And it reads, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Furthermore, proving that it's a belief system that you have to subscribe to, all right, if you want to be preserved.
I got a precept too.
Con, where's that?
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 11, and it reads, the Salakia. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 11, and it reads, the Lord Yahweh said, verily it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction. So the Most High is going to have us entreat well. All right, so you don't have to worry about anything, man. The Most High is going to give us everything we need. And the precept to that is Proverbs 27:27. And it reads, and thou shalt have goats, milk enough for thy food, for the food of thy household, for the maintenance for thy maidens. So the Most High going to give us everything we need, man. So all we got to do is just believe and keep the commandments to the best of our ability, man, and hope that we can be at that number. You got your mic off?
Yeah, I got my mic off. I just want to add this precept to what the brother was just saying, man. You know, the wealth for the wicked is laid up for the just. So when Jacob's trouble come and all hell starts to break loose, the Most High is going to preserve us, and then it's going to be the same thing happen. There's nothing new under the sun. Just like you had Edomites, or they probably was, you know, chocolate covered. They was vanilla covered Israelites who was helping Harriet Tubman had the people under the thing. So this the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 10. It say his children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore thy goods. So when we going through all this here, you never know who gonna have you. It might be a group of Edomites know you are Israelite, and they might wanna, but you know we ain't gonna trust no heathens who never trust thine enemy, especially in Jacob's trouble. But you know, the Most High give you discernment. That's why you want to pray for discernment, man. We trying to give you this video and this advice so you can stay ready, so you don't have to get ready. We know to never trust thine enemy, but we also know about confusion the faces. So if the spirit is on this person and you feel like the Most High lead you, like for them to help you, you know, he led you to them for them to have you in the basement or whatever the case may be. Because this prophecy has to come to pass. The Edomite children, they are going to seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore thy goods. Now that's a future prophecy. You know, when we get when the elect get their transfigurated bodies and whatnot, the other nations gonna come, the wicked gonna come and, you know, restore the goods and please the poor. But that's happening right now, and it's been happening because you got these Edomite man who feel sorry for their track record, and the Most High just put the spirit on them to help certain Israelites, man. So you
I got two precepts.
Come on, go
Job
ahead,
5:19.
Nah, turn your mic on. Now.
It's Job 5:19, and it reads, "He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 shall no evil touch thee." All right, so the Most High is gonna deliver us, man, in 6 troubles, but in that 7, ain't no evil gonna touch us, man. We're gonna go through trouble. That's why it's called Jacob's trouble. But at the same time, ain't no evil gonna befall us. You have to believe that through the Spirit. However, all right, and this is my next precept. This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 19, and it reads, "O Lord Yahweh, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit." So what's a couple of the things that they was holding on to, that the real Jews wasn't melanated people, man. All right. They were saying that the Jews are the people that's in Israel, but those are not the real Jews, man, because the real Jews not going to be in the land of Israel and in this time period. They're going to be dispersed through the Spirit. But you got it, King.
Con. So this truth gonna be like shield and buckler, man. You know, and the Most High is having mercy on us by giving us this information, pouring His Spirit out on us in these last days. You know, like the brother just read, man. You know, hey, it's finna be perilous times. It's finna get real bad out here, man. And you know, the way to be on the Most High's good side, we don't know what we are now, but we want to do the best thing we can do. Here you go. One of the things we could do. It's the book of Psalms. Let me show my screen. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 32 and verse 5. I acknowledge my sin unto thee, and mine iniquity have I not hid. I said, I will confess my transgressions unto the Lord Yahweh, and thou forgavest the iniquity of my sin. Salah. Verse 36. For this shall everyone that is godly pray unto thee in a time when thou mayest be found. Surely the floods of great waters, they shall not come nigh unto him, man. All right. So when the enemy come in like a flood and all hell break loose, you want to pray for the Most High to deliver you from the wicked, and that the Spirit lift up a standard on your behalf. And you want to pray that you covered under the blood of Yahweh Shai, man. All right, the blood of the Lamb has to be over the doorpost of your house, man, your heart, your mind, your inner man. All right. And so, you know, you have to pray and acknowledge your sins and confess your sins to the Most High, so that the Most High could, you know, peradventure have mercy on you, man.
I got a precept too. Going back to how the Most High gonna clothe us.
Hit your mic, Oxalaki.
Going back to how the Most High gonna clothe us and feed us, man, because we know they coming with the MOB. All right, so this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, and it reads, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark of Salakia, have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. So we know they're coming with the MOB. So that's why we gotta increase our faith by praying to the Most High and just letting the Most High, you know what I'm saying, guide us through these times that we finna come in. We, as you know, it's food shortages, it's finna be massive food shortages, and the Most High just gonna continue to keep the ball rolling, man. So you wanna be on the Most High good side. All right, now it's not the time to be prideful. It's the time to be it's the time to be humble. All right, because like the brother said, we don't know if we're gonna make it out of that, man, but we hoping. You know what I'm saying? Because we come a lot of our people, we come from poverty. Why? Because of the curses. All right. So we've been in poverty as a nation for a long time, and the only people that made it out were sellouts. They never came back and tried to help us or anything. You know what I'm saying? So through these scriptures, we are rich. All right, because we got the
Shalom, man.
kingdom.
Shalom.
We got the kingdom of heaven next through the spirit. Lord willing, we be at that number. All right. So you got it, King.
Hey, Con, I saw you in there. You can add whatever you want to add out.
No, I just jumped in. I'm trying to. Oh, yeah, if I do jump.
Yeah, Con, my bad. I had my
I'm just pick up where y'all live.
All right, yeah. So we was just well, I left on Job. Yeah, so like, yeah, bear with me for a second.
It's the book of I got precept.
It's the book of
It's the book of Second Esdras chapter 5 verse 1, and it reads, "Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith." So, like the brother said, this is about a faith thing. This is about having faith. All right. If you don't believe in the doctrine, then you're not going to make it. All right. So that's why the scriptures say the land is going to be barren of faith, because a lot of people, they're going to give up on the Most High, and they're going to start to they're going to try to get it themselves, and they're going to perish trying to do that, man. So that's why they say the land is going to be barren of faith, and the people going to be taken in a great number. All right.
All right, yeah. So let me get this precept, man. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 50 and verse 15. And call upon me in the day of trouble, and Salakia, and call upon me in the day of trouble, I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. All right. So
I got a precept on.
yeah, man, you know, we want to call on the Most High, man, when we going through that trouble, man. You know, not just your job coming up against you, your wife, your family, your house. You got people out here praying for things they don't know what they ought to be praying for, because they don't know who they worship, man. They don't know their power, and they don't know he has terrible demon-like attributes, you know, and he's about to unleash the left-hand side on the planet. So, you know, we want to call upon the Lord in that true day of trouble. All right, and he will deliver us, and we will glorify him. All right, so you got it out.
This the book of Acts, chapter 2, verse 21, and it reads, "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Yahweh shall of Nazareth, a man approved of Yahweh among you by miracles," man. So it's saying, "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh shall be saved." All right. So we gonna call on that name in the time of trouble. All right. Like I said, the earth is under cold red, man. You got millions of land, millions of acres of land that got destroyed in California, man, due to the wildfires, man. So the Most High is bringing that fire, and that proves that the Bible is real, man. Because Yahweh shall say the fire already gonna be kindled. All you gotta do is watch the news, man, and pay attention to that, and you're gonna see prophecy unfolding. All hell is breaking loose. All right. So let me get that again. Acts 2:21. It said, "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words." All right. Joel.
Hey, yeah, man. So like you say, Joel, what up?
231.
All right, bet. Let me pull it up right fast. You say Joel 2:31. Let me see my mic. Oh, my mic ain't muted. Hey, this is the book of Joel, chapter 2, and verse 31. "The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and terrible day of the Lord Yahweh come." So, verse 32. "And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord Yahweh have said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call." Hey,
and I want to touch on
watch
that
out
real.
with your fluky false doctrines. You gonna be put to death for
Man, I want to touch on that too. What you saw
guile.
is
You
read the
gonna
last
be
part
put to
again.
death for guile in your spirit and in your mouth, because you saying anything talking about God, this game for everybody and Jesus. You talking about God and Jesus. You calling on a name that's not even separate. That's not even a holy name, man. You know. So, hey, man, it say the sun shall be turned into darkness. Remember when Yahweh shot the death angel came and delivered us out of Goshen, and he it was darkness and for 3 days, but they had light in Goshen, but it was dark in 3 days for Egypt. So you know, hey, there's nothing new under the sun. The Most High require of that which is past. It's finna be dark for 3 days. So like I don't know how many days, but it say the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood. So we just saw a blood moon last night. It was a new moon, a full moon last night.
Yeah, it was a full
and
moon.
It was at 100% full, and it was real red. When especially when the clouds are passing by, like crossing over it, the moon was really, really bloody red last night.
Hey, I want to touch on what you just that last part. Read that again.
Man, it say before the great and terrible day of the Lord Yahweh come. So, hey man, well, how much more closer are we to his return than we were yesterday? You know, every day we getting closer and closer, man, to getting up out of here. You know, so we want to stay ready, so we ain't got to get ready. All right, you want to have your precepts, man. You say what up?
Oh no, I'll give you. No, I was just saying. Finish that out. I want to touch on that point, and this is just a cut on Christianity, real quick.
Shalom. What it say? Rapa al Adawan. Shalom. You know. Let me see. Let me get to the other precept.
Oh, Shalom.
All right. It's the book of Revelation.
Now I was saying before you get to that, I was trying to make a point.
What was that? 2 and 6?
16.
You can hear me? I don't know if he can hear me.
Yeah, so like I had my thing muted up.
Yeah, I was trying to touch on that point. I was trying to touch on that the Joel before you get to Revelation. But
no, you got it. You got it up. No, you got it.
I was trying to cut up that Christianity real quick, because you know it's saying you got your screen share.
Yeah.
Now I was saying read the last part one more time.
What I had in Joel.
Yeah.
431. 432.
31 and 32.
32.
Right. Now read that again, bro.
All right, let's say Joel chapter 2 and verse 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance.
Now you hear what I said in Mount Zion, it say for in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, right? You know what I'm saying? It said whosoever, but when you go into these churches, they push what John 3:16 and don't even know what the word world in John 3:16 means, which means cosmos. Now it's saying for in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance. Now it's saying the same thing. Flip it over my screen. Oh, I ain't even see it yet. Hold on, let me share my screen real quick. Y'all can see me.
Yeah, you and
all right, so this is Acts 2 and 20. Now notice that's Joel chapter 2. Now this verse 20 in chapter Acts chapter 2. It say the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and notable day of the Lord. So it's saying the same exact thing it was just saying in Joel, right? Verse 21, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. That's your John 3:16 right there, right? Verse 22, ye men of Israel, hear these words, just like it just said in Joel. It just said what? In Jerusalem and Mount Zion should be deliverance, right? He's saying, ye men of Israel, hear these words, right? Because it's gonna be the elect, it's gonna be that elect remnant that he's gonna redeem out of our people, and all our people ain't even really our people. Like Khan was saying on the last video. You got Eve running up trying to hit us with a cock. This is the scripture to back it up. Hold on. She trying to hit us with a cock. Hold on. Hey, read it for me. This Romans 11 and 25.
Con, it say, for I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery, lest ye should be wise in your own conceits, that blindness in part has happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles come in. And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob.
Oh, this the wrong. Hold on, my fault. That's the wrong one.
Yeah, that was beautiful though. You did that.
Yeah, that was a good precept. It was a good one. I was looking for the wrong one. It's like my fault. I was looking for it's in Romans. Hold on. I think it's verse. Hold on, let me see. That's what it was. My fault. Romans 9 is Romans 9. But that same scripture go hand in hand with it. Hold on. Go ahead for this Romans 9 and 26.
Right, Con, the book of Romans chapter 9 and verse 26, and it reads, and it shall come to pass that in that place where it is said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living power.
Right, and that's America, right? Verse 27.
Isaiah is also cried concerning Israel. Through the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved.
A remnant shall be saved. And that's that whosoever is talking about, right? So let's say I'm in the classroom and it's about, let's say, 21 kids in the classroom, right? And I'm calling to the classroom. I'm saying, okay, whoever passed this test, this spelling test next Friday gonna be part of the pizza party or something like that, right? And let's say 7 kids only passed the test. If the kids that's outside the classroom looking in that door, is they counted in what I'm saying to them? No, because I'm talking to my classroom, right? So it's like, how can they pick up our book and say that whosoever is talking about them when it's talking about our people, because it's talking about that remnant that shall be saved. So if out of 20 people, right, 21 people, 21 kids, 7 kids only get past the test and go to the pizza party, right? That's that 1/3. You feel me? But it's like people in Christianity, they don't know that. You can flip back to y'all though. I just want to touch on that last part when it was talking about in Joel too.
All right, Carl, let me get this precept, a revelation right fast that I had. Let me mute my mic again. Let me mute my my thing again one time.
Right, you gotta reset your screen.
And then I wanted to get Revelation. What was that I had, man? Revelation 2 and 6. Yeah, that's what Khan had. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 16. Revelation 2 and 16. Repent, or else I will come unto thee quickly. All right. And we'll fight against them with the sword of my mouth.
Some scriptures. You know, Yahweh Shah was the king of the scriptures, man. He had a two-edged sword in the scriptures.
Yeah, because you know, he is the word. You know, so he knew him up and down, in and out, back and forth. That's why the devil couldn't really mess with him in the wilderness. When he tried to get him to turn the stones into bread and bow down, and what Yahweh Shah do? He hit him. He fought him off with the scriptures. The devil like, all right, I'm finna get up out of here.
You want to get that?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll pull it up.
If thou be the Son of Man, command these stones to be bread.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 4, and verse. I'm gonna just go read the chapter. I'm gonna go back a couple of verses. All right, it say, then was Yahweh Shah, Matthew chapter 4 and verse 1. Then was Yahweh Shah led up of the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of Man, if thou be the Son of God, command these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh. All right. So that's how you combat the devil, man. The enemy is about to come in like a flood. You want to understand these precepts because what? Let me get this precept right fast. All right, it's the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord, Yahweh, is his treasure. All right. So, hey, man, we got to know how to use wisdom in these last days, man. That's going to keep us stable, to know these precepts, man, to have this understanding, this knowledge, man, this new song. All right. Then we not singing that old song we used to sing at church, the drums cackling. You got the pastor, you know, he doing cartwheels and whatnot, and so on and so forth, that people want to sing and be indulged in folly. What Killer Priest say? Killer Priest on that song, One Step, he say, it was either one step or basic instructions before leaving earth. He say, and after they collected the money, they wallowed on the floor. You know, like pigs water when they filth on the farm in the mud. That's how the Christians was doing, man. We not doing none of that folly, man. It's a new song. It's a new day and age. The Most High pouring out His Spirit on the man of the Lord, and we like short on time. We ain't really got like a lot of time.
Speaking on speaking on wisdom, what you was talking about. Hey, share my screen one time. Cause you gotta know who, like, even in these times we in, bro. Like, people in this world so fake, man. You gotta know who you gotta be around too. Cause these people they not applying no laws to the other Most High. What the scriptures say, man. Hate not thy brother in thy heart, covet not thy neighbor. Like, people in the world not even applying this. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Cause you might be like, man, they're my family, they're my people, or whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, people, they gonna be the main people giving you over to them people to be cute. It say it in there. Because we know the world hate Yahweh Shai, and they hate the word of the Most High. And Yahweh Shai, why you think they killed him? He said, if the world hates you, know it hate me first. You can see my screen.
You Gucci.
Sirach 27 and 12, you read them.
It say, but be continually with a godly man. All right. But be continually with a godly man.
If they be continually with a godly man, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're dealing with ungodly people in these last days, that's kind of dangerous, man. You see people out here back knowing each other, double crossing, triple crossing each other, man, like it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? They own 10, 15, 20 year, you know what I'm saying, homies and stuff. And they you know what I'm saying, people turn on each other. That's that love of many shall wax cold, right?
Shalakia, right fast. What was that? Shalakia, hold on. Bear with me. That was Psalms. Psalms 32. Because you said, but be continually with godly men, right?
Yeah.
So this Psalm 32:6, right fast, it say, for this shall every one that is godly pray unto thee in the time when thou mayest be found. So like we want to be around like-minded brethren and family that's, you know, and when I say family, I mean brothers and sisters in Hamashiach. We want to be around like-minded people that's asking and begging and fearing the Most High, begging for His forgiveness, because you know that's wisdom, man, to fear the Lord. But you got it, Oxalaki.
Oh yeah, not you good.
Yeah, you know, and say, but be continually with a godly man whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. That's so beautiful, man. You know, we want to be around like-minded brethren that's going to weigh or hold that weight with you, man. Remember, the weight of the world was on Yahweh's shoulder. They call it the passion of Mashiach. He was crying. He felt the weight of the sin of the world. So that's how us brethren are supposed to be with each other, folks. Not like condemning you to the lake of fire, unless you just overly going out, bug the hell out, you know. But you know, we want to encourage each other that we can get over these sins, man. You know, and the Most High deliver us from any demons that's plaguing our spirit through fasting and prayer, man. Meditating on precepts.
Right, and the way it just said what? Somebody that was sorrow with thee, right?
Yeah.
And what it say right there?
That's the book of Galatians, chapter 6 and verse 2. And it reads, bear ye one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Hamashiach, man.
Because that's gonna have to kick in, bro. Because it's gonna be a famine here. I've been going in the stores, bro. And I've been saying I'm talking about a lot of stuff. Like, you don't be seeing nothing on the shelves in the stores like that. So this famine finna kick in, and like people that ain't playing that law, like you just said in Sirach 37. You know what I'm saying? People gonna be doing each other bogus, man, just for that last bottle of water or that last bag of chips. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I be telling my real folks. I be telling my wife, like, look, baby, we gotta really we really gotta focus on fasting and in our body, so that, you know, let's just give us a quick scenario. We all in the house. It's been 2 weeks. Nobody has eaten anything in 2 weeks, and then you rattle with a pack of crackers. All right, somebody's gonna get stone cold stunned for that pack of crackers. Mm-hmm. So you want to be like in the right man state. Wisdom and stability shall be the wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times, man. Hey, so you will get 2nd Ezra 6 and 22 when you done with that.
Yeah, I'm glad. I just want to touch on this famine, man, because it's really finna kick in, bro. We seeing it, bro. Like, they making it mandatory right now. What you was talking about with the mask earlier?
Oh yeah, let me
touch about that real quick.
Let me read that right fast. Let me find this on this app. I got news break, man.
I'm gonna read this right quick while you find it. This is Sirach 39 and 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. So the way the Most High get revenge on man, he used fire, hail, and then you see the fires going on all around the country right now, over in Cali and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All over this country, say fire, hail, and famine and death. You know what I'm saying? All these were created for vengeance. Why? Vengeance of sin of man on the earth. Verse 30, teeth of wild beasts. So it's gonna be a time where, you know what I'm saying, where it's gonna be they probably gonna be letting them animals out the zoo or loose on the street. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Esau, he probably created something in the lab where you got a rat as big as a dog. You know, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword. What's the sword? What's the modern day sword? That's the gun. So when this civil unrest out here, you're gonna have people out here because they already gonna try to take the guns away from the people or whatever. But then you're gonna have people rebelling against that. So you know what I'm saying? And the sword punishing the wicked to destruction, and this is all he gonna use. Verse 31: they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. That's talking about his elect. Therefore, from the beginning, I was resolved and thought upon these things and have left them in writing. You know what I'm saying? He left these things as a record for what was gonna happen in the last days. You got atheists, all type of people that's saying, "Oh, that's just a book, or man wrote it." But then you got stuff that's coming to pass, like the blood moon. You can't make that up, man. The white man can't take a spaceship to space and then in the color of the moon red. I got a picture of the blood moon on my phone that I put on the channel.
Yeah.
But that's in the scriptures though. So it's like, and then you see in Matthew 24 and 22, where it say he sped up the days for these elect. Say, you see how quick the days going back?
I don't know. I thought it was just me. I'm like, it seems like it's on like 6 hours a day.
Yeah, hey Con, you remember that? While I was telling you about that video, where they let off like 40,000 bombs in the ocean.
Yeah, I was looking at that, man. I
They
saw
let off like
somebody
40,000 bombs. So you know, Leviathan, you know what I'm saying? Why you think they came up with that Godzilla movie, bro? That's in the scriptures for real. That's a part of the end time, because people think God ain't real, bro. What people really want to see when it comes to the Most High, they want to see him part the Red Sea again. When he let off a Godzilla type creature out that water.
But what Yahweh say? Salakia. Yahweh say you niggas ain't gonna get no sand except for the sand of Jonah. And we the sand. Everybody want to see miracles. You want to see the Red Sea part? No, the only sand you're gonna get is the prophets on the highways and byways. The only thing that you're gonna use is the prophets on the highways and byways. You know, so that's the only sign you're gonna see. That's the only miracle, is these dry bones waking up and coming back to their heritage, man. You know.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, if I can find, you found what you were looking for.
Yeah, man, I gotta see.
Yeah.
Hey, this NBC Chicago Channel 5 News, man. It say Cook County's new indoor. That's where we at, Cook County, Illinois, Chicago. Cook County's new indoor mask mandate takes effect Monday, today. It say masks must be worn inside multi-unit residential buildings and public places. So that's like, damn, like you could stay in a crib in a project. Like if you stay in a project, folks, like they come and ringing your bell, knocking on your door, where that mask is. You can't get in this building in the crib. If you live in this building, have ass building, you know it's over with. You like you locked out. Now they got a video. Let me see if it's gonna play right fast. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's gonna play. I'm gonna play it. Hold it up to the screen right fast. You know. Hold on. Bear with me for a second.
The city of Chicago went back to requiring masks indoors on Friday, and starting today, the same goes into effect for suburban Cook County. NBC5's Lisa Chavarria is live with everything you need to know. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning, Patrick. The reason why we're seeing this again is because of the Delta variant. Cook County health officials are saying most of the new COVID cases that they're seeing in our area are due to that. It is very highly contagious, and that's why they feel as though people need to be putting on those masks once again, especially when they head indoors. Now, this mask mandate is taking place here in Cook County starting today. You will be required to wear a mask when you head to indoor public spaces. This goes for anyone over the age of 2 who can medically tolerate a mask, regardless of vaccination status. The Cook County Department of Public Health announced this plan on Friday, which is the day the city of Chicago brought back its indoor mask mandate. County health officials say the highly contagious Delta variant is making up more than 90% of recent COVID cases, and they felt they had to go back to mask wearing to protect residents. People we spoke with say they don't mind the mask mandates, saying they're willing to do what it takes to stop this pandemic.
We need it. We really do. Let's get this all back to normal. I think we should all wear the mask because it's very confusing. You go to a store, some wearing them, some they're not. So I think we should all do.
That's the confusing part about this. Well, as far as how long these mandates will last, it all depends on how the virus continues to spread. Health officials hope that this will help slow it down. So again, as a reminder, if you live or if you work in suburban Cook County, anytime you're going inside of a place that is considered a public place, that's a restaurant, grocery store, a gym even, you need to make sure that you have that mask with you.
They acting crazy. Get them out of here. You know what I'm saying? Talking about wear a mask anyway. You might be by yourself. You in the crib by yourself. In the crib by yourself.
Yeah, they crazy. Yeah.
You in the crib by yourself, bro. Like they talking about in a residential building, you gotta have that mask on. Folks like watch out saying anything to anybody. You know, they gonna have a lot of like problems on their hand dealing with Jake in Chicago. You know, we gonna agree with Dayaba said
That's
quickly.
gonna make niggas turn into killers, doing crimes and stuff. I got the mask on, so you good.
Hey, yeah, that's what's been happening.
Right. That's another thing too.
Them two little boys shot that lady a few days ago, bro. She was a 70-year-old lady. They tried to carjack her. They had their mask on, bro, and she tried to pull off and get up out of there, folks. So they knelt her. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, brother Dave, Yahweh, Shalom, man. You know, we just touching on a few topics, various topics, man.
And we are not ignorant of the devices of Satan, bro.
I didn't know if y'all had my hold on. Y'all can see it on my screen.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Now look at this. This is what I was talking about that Leviathan and stuff, man. We talking about all type of end time topics. So I'm just show it on you.
Doesn't even want to go
now, look at this, bro.
Check this out. Now, U.S. Navy sets off 40,000-pound bomb in the Atlantic Ocean, 100 miles from the coast of Florida. Now, if you know anything about geography, this isn't far from where the fire is taking place off the Gulf of Mexico. Roll the footage.
You see that, bro? So ain't no telling what they tried to blow up under there, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you know it's an ocean. It's like, you know it's an ocean inside of the ocean, right? Like, you know, coral reefs in the ocean. That's like the trees of the water. So it's an ocean under the ocean. And that's what Leviathan at, bro. And they let off 40,000 bombs, right? Well, where that fire was in the Gulf of Mexico, where they had that fire under the water. That's where they had let these bombs off at. Hold on.
Government is literally destroying the planet. Like, what are you so afraid of that you're going to go and do this?
Who McCann doing that now?
Tell us what's down there.
You know niggas doing that now.
Hold on, I got it. That's from this channel called We Are Woke. They be exposing a lot of stuff. I got a precept too on that. Hold on. Hold on, watch this. I got this dealing with Leviathan, bro. This how we know this some God. They not like Esau not making these movies for no reason. Like art imitate life. If people ever heard that before, like they making this stuff because they reading the scriptures, bro. That's why they make them the movies, them UFO movies, the movies where they showing nuclear bombs going off, all type of stuff, like Terminator Genesis at the beginning where the bombs went off and we started rounding people up. So when they making them Godzilla movies, hold on, where is it? Verse 25. Somebody gonna read that for me? It's Psalms 104 and 25.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 104 and verse 25. So is this great and wide. So is this great and wide sea, wherein things creeping innumerable, both small and great beasts.
It say creeping things innumerable. So it's stuff in that water, bro, that man ain't never even seen before. You know what I'm saying? It say both small and great. Like you ever see what the hell? What type of movie that is? What's that one fish movie for the kids that came out?
Jaws.
The goldfish and the blue fish, Dory. Finding Nemo. Like you ever see Finding Nemo and they got the fish under the water with the sharp teeth with the light on top of his head. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying that wherein are things creeping innumerable, the great wide sea, both small and great. And then the next verse they get to Leviathan, right?
There go the ships. There is that Leviathan whom thou hast made to play therein.
So he said Leviathan was made to play. You know what I'm saying? That, you know what I'm saying? You ever heard about the Titanic? They say that was really Leviathan that sunk that ship for real. You know what I'm saying? But people don't know this, man. And then when you see that creature just come out the water and start coming on land like that, man, people gonna drop dead from the side of the field, man. It's gonna happen. I really believe that's gonna happen. I believe they seen something, bro, and that's why they make the movies, man. You can share it back to you.
Yeah, they definitely be knowing what's going on.
They know what's going on, bro.
Hey, that's why I believe. I'm led to believe, man, that the Leviathan just gonna rip Moab to shreds, man. I'm led to believe that Leviathan gonna eat Moab first. Why? Because that's the spirit I hear that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah laid out on the earth when he put them movies out there. All right. Why the Most High didn't allow the movies to be in Saudi Arabia? Godzilla attacking the Saudi Arabians. You know, he going straight to Moab because he got a hit out on Moab. You got Esau, and then you got Moab. You know what I'm saying? The Most High don't like them. So,
Hey, matter of fact, reshare my screen. I want to show this too. I might do a video on it, on how they put truth out of the scriptures and in these movies and cartoons. I might do a whole video on it. Hold on. I just want to bring this out though. Reshare my screen, bro.
yeah, you out there.
You see it? All right, now you see the Godzilla, right? This movie just came out, when? About a couple months ago or something. Godzilla versus Kong, right? Now, if you could, I'm finna go to it. I just want to bring this out. This is gonna be my last name. That's why Esau come out with these movies called Black Panther. What Black Panther was about? It was about black people living in the utopia where we had actual control. We had technology better than the white man. All type of stuff, right? Black people with supernatural power. They trying to make Spider-Man black, not Superman, but they putting all this stuff in because they getting it from out the scriptures, right? Now read this real quick from this second Ezra 7:6.
Khan, it says there is another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field and is full of good things.
Full of all good things, right? Now what that's talking about? That's talking about the kingdom, right? Now watch this. It say a city is built. What you see right here on this picture?
The city.
A city, right? It say it's full of all good things, right? Verse 7. Now this way it's gonna get interesting.
It says the entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall.
The entrance thereof is narrow and set at a dangerous place to fall. Now look at Godzilla back, right? Entering the city, right?
It say as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left deep water.
What that say? Or a fire on the what side?
Fire on the right hand.
Fire on the right hand and on the left what?
Deep water.
Blue, and then you got the orange over here, right? It's talking about a city full of all good things. It's talking about the kingdom of heaven, right? But who gonna be the Lord in the kingdom of heaven? Yahweh Shai Mashiach, right? Now, what white people call us? They call us what? Monkeys, right? So Yahweh Shai, he one of us, right? They basically talking about the king of the what's his name? King Kong, right?
Mm-hmm.
King of the apes, and he's standing right here in the city with fire on the right side, water on the left side, set in a dangerous place to fall. And people, you see how I be catching that type of stuff? I'm gonna do a whole video on there, like on a couple topics on how they put like the truth in these movies, bro, and why they put this type of stuff in the last days. So, bro, that's second Ezra 7 and 6, bro, 7, 6, and 7. The entrance thereof is narrow, right? Set on a dangerous place to fall. That's why his back looking spiky like that, right? As if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left, a deep water, the blue and the orange. They talking about King Kong, king of the apes, king of the niggas, Yahweh Shai, and then a city that's full of all good things right here, bro. I just want to touch on. I'm gonna do a whole video on that, bro. Y'all can have it.
Hey,
I just want to touch on. I just want to bring that out for people that didn't catch that.
All right, Shalaki, man. Yeah, I'm gonna bring out. I got like what? Let me do this last one, man. All right. What was that second Ezra 15 and 49? All right. So yeah, we're gonna close it out on this, man. You know. What was that say? Enough Israel says to hydrate. That's right. You want to stay hydrated. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready. All right. Hydrate. All right, so let me shut my screen now. All right, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 49. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty. Now, widowhood, that's already started. You know, it's a lot of baby mamas out here. Baby daddy's dead. because the wages of sin is death. So I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence to waste thy houses with destruction and death. All right. So that's the warning, man. We out here to warn you and tell you widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence to waste thy houses with destruction and death. That's coming, man. So you want to heed the warning, man. We're trying to sound that alarm in Zion, you know. Hey, so with that being said, we hope that this lesson was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? Double honor to the elders of the nation of Israel. You know, shalom to you, Akim, that scattered throughout the four corners, preaching his word of truth and sincerity. And last but not least, you, Akim, and you, Akwats, you brothers and you sisters out there. All right, let's tune in, man. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.